pretty dominant performance against a team of that caliber. But credit Xavier and credit Travis. I mean, those guys are incredibly hard to beat. And again, another team in this league that it's going to have as good a chance as anyone to win the Big East tournament, and a team that'll be playing in the NCAA tournament and have a chance to advance there. They're that good. So, obviously, the turnover situation put us in harm's way, but I never felt like in a huddle or just in terms of the expressions and the communication on the players' faces that, when you've been through what we've been through, 25 games into the season, our guys are pretty resilient, and they didn't blink.
Questions, guys? Wait for the mic, please.
Tyler's obviously been struggling shooting a little bit. What kind of got him going? And has he stayed positive throughout this time? And obviously shooting is what he does.
I mean, Tyler's one of the best people, just pure human being that I've had the pleasure of coaching, over the course of my entire career, which has, been like 25 years. So, Tyler is such an unbelievable human being, and he's so humble and so unselfish, and he's such a great team guy, that he didn't get rattled, by the last couple games, where the ball hasn't found him and he hasn't been as productive as he's been in other big points. He didn't get rattled, he got ready. And, I think, obviously, I think our front court won the game. Obviously, RJ down the stretch. But I just thought that Jordan and Tyler are a big reason why we won the game. To get the 23 points from them and toughness off the bench, that was big.
Yeah, with Tyler, last year we talked about it being, his last few games here, but it seemed like he was coming back.
Yeah.
This year, obviously, it really is the expiration date coming up. Do you sense a change in him? Do you sense something coming from him in these last couple of games, particularly home?
Yeah, you know what? We met with the seniors before the St. John's game the night before, and tried to to talk about with RJ, Tyrese, Tyler, and Isaiah. What moment they were at in their career here, and what was in front of them, and what they could accomplish. And I mean they understand the moment. That this is the best team they've been on, obviously, since they've been here. It's the best position that their team has been on during the course of the season since they've been here, and they've got a chance to have an exciting next month if and they understand that they're a part of that, and I think it feels great for them.
Does Bill have to sit 10, 12 rows back if he comes back next game?
Yeah, I mean, that was not an ideal scenario because we were playing bad and kind of melting down a little bit, and then he got tossed. I didn't really see what happened, but then I saw him again somewhere near the student section, so I don't know. I don't want to comment on that. James is my guy. I didn't see what happened.
Dan, Travis, when we spoke to him a little bit earlier, he said that you guys are almost carbon copies of each other. It's like you did to this game roster. There seems to be something really electric, something different when you guys get together. How did that spell out to the court today?
Yeah, I mean, I thought you saw two teams that are like, at great length and size, and both teams that get after you at both ends of the court. And obviously, the difference in this game was that we dominated them on the backboard. Plus 16 on the glass. I mean, when we rebound like that, no matter, obviously the turnovers made us vulnerable to potentially blowing it, but when you're plus 16 on the backboard, and then you're 38% field goal defense, I mean, you really have to be lousy offensively to lose. So, but this is the Big East in general. I mean, this league, think about the stretch of games we've been, this is why we came back to this conference, for days like this in Gamble where the crowd's unbelievable. Students, love you guys. Crowd was incredible today. It's our 14th in a row in front of a live crowd here. When there's fans in the stands, we've won 14 in a row in this building. It's very, 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 very hard to beat when we've got a crowd in Gamble.
A good part of their comeback came in
a turnover for RJ after his third foul, and he comes back in and really leads you down the stretch. It speaks to his vitalness to the team.
Yeah, I mean, he's critical. You know, we've been a little vulnerable there, you know, behind him this year. It's probably, you know, I was hoping I could get to the 12-minute mark with the third foul. You know, I did not want him. I don't know when I put him back. Probably a little bit under 14, around there. I don't even, but I wanted to get to under 12 if possible. But things were unraveling, and you know, then he played really, really smart the rest of the way.
Yeah, and I know it's important for you, for your players, to kind of know the history of the program and what's taking place beforehand. Were there any discussions about the ceremony that was going to take place today and Harrison Fitch and his significance?
Yeah, the guys, you know, we had a chance, you know, in the locker room to talk about it, as a staff to talk about, you know, the social significance of it, and just how big of a day this was here. You know, with the son here, who he's like 80 years old, so like there's like the history of it, and like you know, his dad going in, and he's 80. You know, just it was pretty remarkable. So it's just proud to, and obviously a great move by the school and the athletic department by putting him in the ring.
Dan, what do you need to do going forward? You know, when you get a situation where RJ's stepped over the bench and trying, you know, on the turnovers, what can you do better there?
You know, it's just sometimes like we were brutal with the ball to start the game too. I don't know if we're a little bit too amped up. Maybe I got to change the type of things that we're running coming out to start a half. Maybe the things that we're running are too specific. We're trying to get a ball to a certain spot, and if that gets taken away, you know, the guys then maybe, you know, I've got to make an adjustment earlier in halves and games, because it seems to be like we turned it over to start the game. We were a little bit too amped up, and then we only end the half with 4 turnovers. But then to start the second half, we immediately did it again, and then we just continued to do it. I think we let our guard down a little bit, and just were too casual and weak, and you can't do that in a Big East game.
I know Tyrese wasn't as effective as he was in like past contests, but he was really had a well-rounded game. How does that speak to his impact in other aspects of the game?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have games like today where you don't shoot it well, but he made a lot of winning plays. The big defensive rebound that pretty much sealed it for them. You know, his second half defense, his toughness, you know, just his size and strength and athletic ability out there. But you know, again, you could survive one of your all-conference level guys not having you know, his typical offensive game when a guy like Tyler, a guy like Jordan steps up and they give you 23 points off the bench, and then you play elite defense and out-rebound your opponent by 16.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll shift gears mentally about 2 seconds after you leave the stage to Tuesday night. What do you think can be and should be different for you guys against Illinois? You have some good momentum now going into this game, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best that we've come in, and you know, it's our first chance. You know, listen, our first couple of years, you know, we didn't have much of a chance to beat them. They were significantly better than us, and they've played better than us. They've had a better season than us to this point. But now we have a chance to play them at home in front of a sellout crowd. That's going to be raucous. And we saw what they did at Providence. I mean, you've got to beat them. I mean, you've got to play at a high level. We can't obviously do a number of the things we did today and beat them, but you know, we've earned the right on Tuesday night to play, you know, one of the games of the night in college basketball. And a lot of effort and a lot of work over years has gone into, you know, this moment on Tuesday night, and you know, we need to go for that game.
One more. Dan, can you talk about Jordan's progression on the defensive end?
Man, that guy, I mean, there's not a lot of freshmen playing in college basketball in these types of games, especially in our league where it's so damn physical. But You know, like his growth, just at the defensive end, his growth on the backboard, his growth on, like, putting a body on somebody on the defensive glass and, like, blocking out Fremantle, and even though he didn't get the defensive rebound, he's keeping another bigger body away from it. And I thought his three was huge. Obviously, his free throws are money. I mean, that guy's going to be a huge star here. You know, his freshman to sophomore year jump, you know, this is going to become his show. Obviously, his sophomore year, as we lose guys, but like, guy's been making huge strides. Thank you.